Having understood the philosophy of dynamic programming by means of a problem which we have seen you in our last class, the problem was about finding the shortest path between two locations, commonly known as shortest path problem, shortest route problem. In this class, we'll be implementing dynamic programming for solving capital budgeting problem. The problem goes like a company has to allocate amount to three of its departments A, B, and C. Total amount company has to distribute is 20 crore rupees. Table which is given below gives the investment and the returns indicated in the column I and column R. These investments and returns are given in crores of rupees for various investment proposals. Okay, the table you can see here. Here in this column, you have various proposals that include first proposal is do nothing. Without doing anything, means without any investment proposal, the company still can get the return. Okay, like here you see company A invests zero, means does nothing and gets the return of 2 crore rupees. Company B, department B, department B invests 0 crore rupees and gets the return of 3 crore, and the proposal given by department C is investment 0 and return of 1 crore. Right? Another proposal given by all the three departments, that is repair old machines. Okay, department A requires 4 crores for it. Is estimating return of 7 crore. Department B requires 2 crores for repairing old machine, and it estimates that it will be giving a return of 5 crore at the end of year. Then department C requires 2 crore and will be giving the return of 4 crore. And likewise, the investment and return figures for the third proposal, that is replace old machines, are given. And those figures are 10 crore investment, 18 crore return, then 4 and 7, then 6 and 11. These are the figures. Now, we'll be solving this problem by using dynamic programming philosophy. That dynamic programming philosophy, first of all, requires you to decompose the problem into various stages. You have to break the problem into various stages. So here I break the problem I'll be first considering only department A. Your consideration should progressively accommodate various things. Like first I'll be considering investment only in department A, then I'll be considering investment in department B and then A. Then I'll be considering investment in department C along with investment in department B and A. So here I break the problem. My first stage is department A, second stage is after department B, and third stage is after department C. Okay, so we'll be handling the problem just to stage one. My analysis, my process will be progressively scanning the problem and finding the optimum solution, optimum allocation. Okay, so first stage, only department A. Okay, so here it is. Right? Department A. Stage, sorry, stage one. And to understand stage further, here it is possible to name the stage, that is department A. Okay, then we need to consider the states. Okay, so here I had been telling you that the state is will be bringing the assumed limit of the constraint. Now, in this maximum amount. You may invest nothing in Department A because your concern now is just with Department A. So you may invest nothing in Department A. You may invest 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 50,000, 50,000, 1 lakh, or 10 lakh, 20 lakh, or various amounts you will be investing. Okay, so assume meaningful, assume limit of the constraint will be a state for us. Now we have 20 crore rupees, and if we look at all the investment figures, it is 0 crore rupees, 4 crore, 10 crore, 0 crore, 2 crore, 4 crore, 0 crore, 2 crore, 6 crore. So all in all these investment figures are in multiple of 2 crore rupees. So our states will be in multiple of 2 crore rupees. Okay, my first state will be 0 crore rupees. I will assume that I have 0 crore rupees only, or investing in Department A. And I may assume that I have 2 crore, I have 4 crore, I have 6 crore, 8 crore, 10 crore, then 12, then 14, 16, 18, and 20. Right? You got it? There is no point in considering the states like 1 crore or 50 lakh or 10 lakh. There is no point because we don't have any that kind of investment given in this problem. Okay? So whatever your state should be such that the return for that we need to find. Okay, right? So we have these states. Then the alternatives. What are the alternatives available to us? Alternatives are easy in this case because those have already been given to you. Your first alternative is do nothing. Okay, first alternative is do nothing. Do nothing means it will require the investment of 0 crore, and there is a return of 2 crore. I am just considering the alternatives for Department A only. Then second alternative. What does that second alternative requires? Second alternative requires the investment of 4 crore rupees and return of 7, and third alternative requires investment of 10 crore and a return of 18 crore. So this is what I have to write in the alternatives. So 4 crore and what is that? Let the figures be in front of you. 4 crore and 7 crore is the return. Then third alternative is invest 10 crore and return 18 crore. Right? And lastly, as we have seen in our earlier implementation of dynamic programming, you will be needing to find optimal return, right? R star. Okay. So the first figure, this should be our understanding that the first figure in the alternative stands for the investment and second figure stands for the return in all the alternatives. Now, you just think that you have 0 crore rupees. Okay, finally you have to distribute 20 crore amongst all the departments, but you won't be taking all that amount all at once. Okay, you will be trying various alternatives of the limits of constraint under the column state. Okay, state is the assumed limit of the constraint, right? So if I have 0 crore rupees, then I use my first alternative here? Yes, I can. And if I do that, return will be 2 crore. Okay. If I have 2 crore and I have decided to use first alternative, then again the return will be 2 crore. So even if I have 12 crore, 14 crore, 16 crore, 20 crore, but if I decide to use first alternative, return is fixed to be 2 crore rupees all throughout. Okay. Though I have said to you in the last class that return is a function state comes into picture just to decide whether particular alternative is available under that state or not. Right? Now, coming on to second alternative. Okay, I hope you have understood why all these figures are two here. This all these figures are two in here because whatever amount you assume you have, hmm, uh, you are choosing first alternative, and choosing first alternative um, determines, decides that you are going to get the return of 2 crore only, whatever be the amount you assume you have. Now, second alternative, when you have 0 crore rupees, you cannot use second alternative because that alternative will be requiring you to have 4 crore rupees, and you are not assuming that you have 4. You are assuming that you have 0 crore rupees. You are assuming that you are having 2 crore rupees. So second alternative is also not available to you because that is available only if you have 4 crore or more. And here you have 4 crore, and therefore the return will be 7 crore. Even if you assume that you have 6 crore, then also the return will be 7 for every amount you assume you have greater than 4 crore. And to if you choose this alternative, second alternative, the return is going to be 7 crore rupees. All right, return is going to be 7 crore rupees, right? Then coming on to third alternative. Third alternative is not, you cannot use third alternative until you have 10 crore rupees. So, until you have 10 crore rupees, you will have to put dash in third column. 6, not available, that alternative is not available. If you have 8 crore, again that is not available. If you have 10 crore, alternative is available, and you will be getting the return of 18 crore. Okay, for everything ahead, you assume you have, the return will be 18 crore. For 16, again 18, and again 18. Alright? Now, optimal return has to be function of state only. For each of the state, you have to find out what is the optimal return. Obviously, that will be found out by referring to the returns. Optimal return will be found out by referring to the returns. So, if you have 0 crore rupees, optimal return will be 2 crores. If you assume that you have 2 crore rupees, again the optimal return will be 2 crore. If you have 4 crore rupees, optimal return will be 7, 6 crore, again 7, 8 crore, again 7, and 10 crore onwards it will be 18, 18 for 10 crore, 18 for 12, 18 for 14, 18 for 16, 18 for 18, and 18 for 20, because you are choosing this alternative. Even though you assume that you have 20 crores, but you have chosen third alternative, how can you get more? You get return more than 18 crores. Okay, so first stage analysis is over. We know what is the optimal return if I simply invest in department A for various amounts. Okay, now coming on to stage 2. Now, what is stage 2? Like you see here, stage 2 is the consideration of department B along with department A. Primarily, we will be taking care of department B first, and whatever amount remains, whatever state value remains with us, we will be optimally investing it in department A. That's the logic of dynamic programming. Okay, so here stage 2 deals primarily with B, okay, and secondarily with A. Okay, so that's why I have written B plus A. Again the states, okay, and alternatives also I need to write don't have space issue. Okay. Course again in every case I have three alternatives. What are my states? Again my states are going to be mm, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, then 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. Alright? Now, let's collect the alternatives. For alternatives must be taken only for B, department B, even though we are dealing with B along with A, but the alternatives will be only for department B. The new thing we are considering in our scanning. A department we have already considered in the previous stage. B is a new department I am considering. So alternatives must be for that new department. So what are the alternatives? Investment 0 crore and return of 3 crore. Second alternative is investment of 2 crore and return of 5. And third alternative, investment of 4 crore and return of 7. Right? Now I have everything which was given in the problem and whatever is important for second stage, I have everything. Okay. Now, if I suppose say I have 0 crore rupees, can I use first alternative? Yes, I can. And if I do that, return will be 3 crore rupees because this value is return. And now, whatever amount I assume I have out of I suppose I assume I have 2 crore, 4 crore, 6 crore, but if I choose to select this alternative, my return due to this state is fixed to 3 crore rupees. Alright, everywhere, first in element I will be writing 3. Alright, I will be writing 3 crore rupees. But now this stage has some previous stage. So in this again second component will be coming, and that second component pertains to previous stage. There was no previous stage to this first stage. That's why this doesn't have second component. Okay, here however it will be. Now that I have assumed I have 0 crore rupees and I have invested 0 crore rupees, what is balance with me? I have 0 crore rupees balance. The balance amount will be the difference between what you assume you have and what you have consumed in the alternative. You have consumed 0 crore in the alternative, so you have all the amount which is written in the state available to you. And that amount is to be optimally invested in previous days, that is department A. That's the whole idea of dynamic programming. Okay, because investment in department D is already done here. Now, whatever amount is remaining with us is to be optimally invested in the previous department. Okay, previous stage, not previous department, previous stage. So I am having 0 crore balance, so I'll be finding out what is the optimal return for 0 crore, that is 2 crore. So here I'll be adding second component. Again here I have to add only because total return I'll be getting by adding only. Okay. So second component is 2 crore rupees. Now suppose say I have 2 crore rupees at my disposal and I have invested 0 crore rupees by choosing first alternative. 2 crore are balanced with me, and for this 2 crore I'll be investing it in previous stage, and for that 2 crore I have the optimal return of 4. Okay. Whole 4 crore rupees will be balanced with me because I am consuming 0 crore in the alternative. So 4 minus 0 is 0. And 4 minus 0 is 4. And for that 4, I will be finding optimal return from previous stage 7 crore rupees. So by now you have understood what you have to do in general. So you simply have to copy this column here. because this column is the return for this amount, this state values. Uh, we are having that state values being left um, after consuming my first alternative. Okay. For example, here it will be coming 7 plus 7, 3 times 7, and for remaining time, that is total states I am having are 11. 11 states I am having. So this 18 will be coming 6 times. Yes, it will come 6 times. So I'll go once again explaining this last. So I am assuming that I have 20 crore rupees, but I have chosen first alternative which consumes 0 crore out of 20 crore. I am left with 20 crore, and for that 20 crore, I am getting the optimal return of 18. Okay. Now, second alternative. Second alternative I cannot use if I assume that I have 0 crore rupees, right? But if I have 2 crore, I can use second alternative. Okay, for using second alternative, I'll be getting the return of 5 crore. Okay, if that alternative I can use, and I can use that alternative for every state which is greater than 2 crore. Now the second component will come here. This is the return because of investing in department B. Okay, second component will be coming from previous stage for previous stage. It will be coming from previous stage. Okay, for the remaining value of state. Okay, for example, 2 crores I assumed I have, and I have consumed 2 crores by choosing second alternative. Because it requires investment of 2 crore. So 2 crore, I assumed I have 2 crore, I have consumed, I am having 0 crore left with me, and for that 0 crore, optimal return is 2 crore. Alright? So I'll be adding, if I assume I have 4 crore, I will be left with 2 crore as the difference between um, 4 and 2. Okay, as the difference between 4 and 2. Okay, in this case, I am finding remaining value of state by straight subtraction, but always it may not be possible to find remaining value of state by doing the subtraction. You may have to do something else for finding out the remaining value of state. Here, however, straight subtraction 4 minus 2 is giving you the remaining value of state, and for that remaining value of state, you have to find the optimal return from previous state, that is 2 there. So all in all, you simply once again will be copying this column here, because here I can do that, okay, by doing some, by writing some of the second components. I came to know the pattern every time. I don't have to find it manually. Once I get to know the pattern, I can take the advantage of that pattern. So here 2, 2, 7, 7, 7, then 18, 18, 18, 18, and 18. Let's confirm whether that is right or not, just by taking a sample of 18 crore. Okay, I assume that I have 18 crore and I have consumed 2 crores out of it. Okay, I am left with 16 crore, and for 16 crore, optimal return is 18 crore. That is my second component here. First component is coming from here. Now, third alternative is not available to me until I have 4 crore rupees, and soon I have 4 crore or more. The first component of the return is going to be 7 crore, which is coming from here. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. And the second component, without much discussion on this time, I will be writing 2, 2, 2, then 7, 7, 7 plus 18 plus 18 plus 18 plus 18. Okay, this second component is coming as a return from previous stage for remaining value of state. Okay, and that remaining value comes as the difference between the state and the alternative investments. Okay, now you have to find out optimal return if you do the investments in B and A departments. Okay, 0 crore, you will be getting optimal return of 5. If you assume you have 2 crore, optimal return is of 7 crore. That is, this is more. Then if you invest, you assume that you have 4 crore, then the best return which you can get is 10 crore, right? Then here again, what is it? 10. And if you assume that you have 6 crore, then this is 10, this is 12, this is 9, 12 crore rupees. Okay, if you assume that you have 8 crore, this is 10, this is 12, and this is 14. Correct? Then if you assume you have 10 crore, okay, then this is 21, this is 12, and this is 14, 21. Okay, if you assume that you have 12 crore, 20, this is 21, 23, and 14. 23 is the best return. Then if you assume that you have 14 crore, then this is 21, this is 23, this is 25. 18 plus 7, 25. 16. If you assume you have 16 crore, best return is this is 21, this is 23, and this is 25 again. Okay. Then for 18 crore, this is 21, 23, and 25 again, and lastly also 25. So if you do the investments in department B and A, then the different investments in department B and A, you know this is going to be the return. Okay. Now we'll be coming to the last stage, right? In stage 3, stage 3. What is the label to this stage 3? It is for primarily for investment in department C along with investment in B and A, which we have already considered earlier. Okay, this was the stage for B and A together. Okay, so that stage I will be referring. That's why I prefer to give the names. Okay, then stage. States once again are 0 crore, 2 crore, 4 crore, 6 crore, 8 crore, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. Then my alternative. The first alternative is now once again for your reference. I'll take the problem here. 0 crore alternatives are to be taken only for department C here in the third stage because that is for C inclusion we are carrying out this stage. Okay, 0. Return is 1 crore. Second alternative is investment of 2 crore, return is 4 crore, and third alternative investment of 6 crore and return of 11 crore. And finally, we'll be interested in optimal return, right? So here, hmm. Now if I have 0 crore and I am able to choose first alternative, okay, and whereby the return will be 1 crore. Second alternative I am not able to choose, and third also I am not able to choose because both these alternatives require more investment, and I am assuming I have 0 crore only. But here second component, okay, because I assumed I have 0 crore, I consume 0 crore and 0 crore is left, and for that 0 crore, optimal return from previous stage which corresponds to B plus A, that is this is the previous stage for 0 crore, optimal return is 5. So 1 plus 5, okay. Then if I assume all the first column values will be coming from here and they will be common, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1. Second component, now I won't be discussing that much, and you also know that that has to be copied from the optimal return values in the previous stage, okay, because your whole of the amount is going to be will be remaining with you, because the product C, first alternative requires the investment of 0 crore. So this is whole of the thing which you will be using for previous stage, and the optimal return for previous stages are available to you here. 5, then 7, then 10, then 12, then 14, then 21, then 23, then 25, and 25, 25, and 25. Okay. Now here, um, the first component is going to be 4 crore. You can straightway write that 4, 4, 4, 4, right? All throughout 4. And the second component. Now I assume that I have 2 crore, and 2 crore have been consumed by using second alternative, so I have 0 crore rupees left, and for that 0 crore from previous stage I know that the return is 5 crore. So here I do that, and I know what I have to do next, what you have to do next. 5, 7, 10, 12, 14, 21, then 23, then 25, 25, and 25. Just check it for the last one, 20 crore rupees. Okay, if I assume I have 20 crore rupees, I will be using second alternative, whereby I will be consuming 2 crore rupees, right? I will be left with 18 crore. 20 minus 2, 18 crore, and for 18 crore from previous stage, I know that the optimal return for 18 crore is 25, and that is how my second value is 25 here. Okay, and the third alternative I won't be able to use until I have 6 crore rupees, and once I have 6 crore rupees, first component of the return is going to be 11 all through, that is coming from here, and second component I directly will be writing now without any explanation. The value will be 5, 7, 10, 12, 14, 21, 23, and 25. Now find optimal return. Here it was possible for me to copy the optimal returns, second component here. Okay, second component in the return I could copy, but that may not be possible in every problem. Okay, some of the problem you will be copying, and in some of the problem, depending upon the nature, you will decide whether to copy or not. So if you have 0 crore rupees, you will be getting the return of 6 crore. If you are 2, you will be getting the optimal return of here it is 8, and here it is 9. Then if you have 4 crore, you will be getting optimal return of 11. Okay. If your 6 optimal return is 12 plus 1, 13, 14, and here it is coming out to 16. Then if you have 8 crore, then 15 and 1, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Now this is 22, this is 18, and this is 21. 22 is the optimal return. Every time, okay, that is not needed here. 12 crore. This is 24, this is 25, and this is 23. So 25 is optimal return. Then coming on to 14, 16, 18, 20, 14. This is 26, this is 27, and this is again 25. 27 is optimal return. Then 16, if you assume you have 16 crore rupees, this is return is getting to be 26, and this is 29, and this is 24. Oh, I'm sorry, there is some mistake. This was 25. This is going to be not. This is 26. This is 29, and this is going to be 32. 32 is maximum. Then for 18, this is 26, 29, and this is what? 34. And lastly, 26, 29, and 36. So it is very clear to all of us that you get the best return by investing full amount, 20 crore rupees. 30, you are getting the return of 36 crore. Maximum return 36 crore. Okay. Sometimes it may be the case that for 18 crore also you get the return of 36 crore. So if you are getting 36 crore return, by investing 18 crore and 36 crore rupees, 36 crore return by investing 20 crore rupees, why to invest more? In that case, you will be pointing your optimal as the as against the state. For example, this is also 36 and this is also 36. Then you will be referring to this row, not this row. Okay, in this case, however, 36 is my optimal return. Now, to find the answer, you just go on doing the backtracking. Just look here. This 36 is because of this, right? 36 is because of this. This is summing to 36. And this 36, this sum is 36 because of this column. So you have chosen third alternative. So here I write that is what is that? That is department, investment, and return. I just go on writing. Alright? Department C. Now, because first department I will be coming across when I am starting to backtrack is department C. Because all these alternatives are for department C only. So 36 is coming because of this 11 plus 25, and this refers to first column, third column. Okay, third column means third alternative should be used, and it will require the investment of 6 crore, and return I will be getting of 11 crore. Now that out of 20 crore, you have consumed 6 crore. How much is left with you? Out of 20, you have consumed 6 crore. By choosing third alternative, your amount left with you is 14 crore. So you go back to previous stage, and for 14 crore, okay, from previous stage, for 14 crore, you just point out for the best return. Okay, 25. This is 25. And now you find out why this is 25. This is 25 because of this. Okay, 7 plus 18, 25. And 7 plus 18, 25 means you are referring to third alternative. Third alternative, department B. Okay, these alternatives are for department B. Okay, B plus A means these are the alternatives for B. Okay, and now B means how much investment? 4 crore investment, and 7 crore. 7 crore is the return. profit. Okay, so I had 14 crore. Earlier I had 20 crore. Okay, I had 20 crore, and out of that 20 crore, I have invested 6 crore in C department, so I am left with 14 crore. Okay, 14 crore, and from this 14 crore, I have consumed 4 crore in B department. I am left with 10 crore, which are to be invested in department A. Okay, 10 crore. So 10 crore is here, and here it is 18. And why this 18? This 18 is because of this 18. Okay, and this 18 stands, asks you to use third alternative again, and which requires you to invest 10 crore rupees and return is 18. This is how to find the answer. Alright? So here, this is how we will be implementing dynamic programming. So by now, there are two, three blocks in the method. Okay, one is decomposing the problem into stages. Then doing the stage analysis for every stage. And then lastly, backtracking for the solution. Okay, so here we finish, right? And in the next class, we'll be seeing one another problem which is generally referred as cargo loading problem, or it is also called as knapsack problem. Okay, all in all, that problem refers to loading the cargo or loading the bag um, at your back. Okay, important items are to be loaded because of the constraints of loading, right? And the utility of the bag, utility of the cargo is to be maximized. That is the problem. Such problems are called as cargo loading problem. This problem was capital budgeting problem. So it's not that this capital budgeting problem will be used when in the situation wherein capital is involved. Okay, budgeting is not just done for capital money. It is done whenever some other resource is scarcely available to you. For example, time. Okay, suppose say there are 15 days available to exam. Okay, and 5 subjects you have to prepare, right? And you know that if I prepare any subject for one day, what will be the grade I'll be reaching to, I'll be getting. Okay, this you know for all the subjects. You know, for spending, for reading particular course for particular number of days, which grade you will be getting. So say 5 courses are there, and 15 days are there. You will be having a table, and then you have to decide. You have to decide for how many days each course is to be prepared, so that your CGP or SGP is maximized. That is also a budgeting problem, because you have the time left for 15 days. Time is the resource which is limited here. 15 days is the time. You have the investment in terms of 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, so on, and you have the corresponding return for it. Okay, so that problem also can be handled in the way similar to this we have handled. So you devise that kind of problem for yourself and try solving that problem. Okay, so here we stop.